Okay, here's the thing I wasn't expecting when I started this journey to become a millionaire about a week ago. That is when I made the decision, posted that I'm going to be becoming a millionaire by the end of 2025. Right now, as I'm filming this is August, and go check out my Instagram if you want more of an update on where I'm starting in my journey. But here's the thing I wasn't expecting out of all of that is the amount of nervous system work I am having to do. The way that my body responds when I say things like, I make $10,000 a day, or I am a millionaire, I deserve to be wealthy and successful. Like, when you hear those things, if you say those, how does that feel in your body? Like, what is coming up for you? Don't mind me, I am just taking some cactus fruit here and pulling out the seeds, helping out. And if you want to grab something to do with your hands, by all means, go ahead and do that, because Lord knows it helps me concentrate. But anyways, like, how do those things resonate in your body? Do you want to immediately be like, no, can't do it, no way, that is not me, that is not where I'm going, that is not, nope. Like, does it feel like a panic attack? Do you feel it in your chest, in your throat, in your stomach? For me, the first time I started saying those things, legitimately did feel like I was about to have a panic attack. And I wasn't expecting that. When I started saying, I have $10,000 days, that would be about $3 million in revenue in a year, right? If I'm doing my math right. If you on average had $10,000 days. And so saying things like that, my nervous system didn't know what to do with it, because I've come from a place where I often didn't have enough, where I often struggled, where having $500 in my bank account after paying all my bills was a luxury I rarely had, let alone being able to have $1 million. And I still am working through that. It still feels nerve-wracking to talk about, but the more I do it, the easier it's getting. The more I am saying and looking and seeing how I'm already experiencing the life I'd be looking for when I reach that financial goal, this stepping stone, because I don't plan on stopping there. I plan on creating generational wealth. Within my past experiences of trying to gain income and doing a lot of the research, the key really seems to be regulating your nervous system. If you can say all you want, oh, I want $1 million, I'm manifesting $1 million, I am going to be rich, I'm going to be a millionaire. But if the only thing saying that is your mind, if your body, the thing that screams out your energy even more than your words do, is saying something different, is coming from a place of fear or a place of lack, not from a place of already having, then you're going to continue to struggle with that. You're going to continue to feel that lack, because you haven't shifted yet. You haven't gone into that new version of yourself. You haven't done the work to be able to not just receive the money, but hold it, because those are two different things too. Something that I've learned a lot. Like, I have manifested so many things. I have manifested paying all of my bills and rent somehow, which far exceeded how much I made in a year. Like, I made $15,000 in a year about 3 years ago. And when I started working more, when I started trusting more, when I started manifesting the reality that I knew was meant for me, within 6 months my income quadrupled. Now, this was still a day job at this point, but I trusted. I let my intuition guide me. I gave into new opportunities that arose, and when it was time for those opportunities to end, it was hard, but I let them go. And so now I'm here trusting that I will succeed. I already have succeeded. I'm coming from a place where I see that wealth all around me. I have it. A big shift that's really helped for me, I just started reading a book called The Having. I can drop a link to it down below, because I cannot remember the author's name for the life of me off the top of my head. But it is honestly wonderful. And so I'm still in that first little bit of the book. But a large part of the premise is, when you come from a place of already having, when you come from a place of, wow, I have the money to afford a water bottle, to sit here and, pull seeds out of cactus fruit, to enjoy the things that I already have in my existence, when you're exuding that energy of, yeah, I already have it. I already have abundance. I already have all the success and these amazing things. Then your reality shifts to match that, right? The first part of becoming a millionaire isn't earning the money or figuring out how you're going to make it. The first part of manifesting anything is changing how that feels in your body, creating new neural pathways, rewiring that brain. So, find some techniques to ground yourself in that reality you want. Ground yourself in that future, in that peace, in that place of contentedness of knowing that you already have. Like, I look around and I know that I live somewhere amazing, pretty close to my ideal home. I'm still renting at this point, but I live surrounded by mountains. I live close to a gorgeous lake where I have a private swimming pool. For the most part, yeah, people go there, but I very rarely see people when I'm there, because, I manifest that. I want that time to have quiet and privacy, and so I get that. And so I want you to know that you can do that too when you live from this place. Some people can call it delusional, but others call it faith, others call it self-assuredness. I know, out of every experience I have ever had, I have made it through 100% of them. I'm still standing here today. That's proof of that. I have made it through 100% of everything I've ever been through. And I have manifested, a life already worthy of dreaming. But, there's more out for me there. And I know I can manifest it. I know you can manifest it. It's about time to do the work. So, are you ready to do the work? With that being said, I am just coming out with a new Patreon where I'm working on, building a community where we manifest our realities, where we create our realities together. So if that is something you're interested in, the link is down below. I would love to see you there. This is exciting and nerve-wracking for me, but this is, me stepping out of my comfort zone. Me embracing that person who I'm meant to be, sharing my experiences. And that's what I want you to do too. Whatever that looks like for you, because that's where the magic's going to happen. I hope to see you there. And if you found this useful, I would love for you to just subscribe and receive more great content that, hopefully can make a difference in your life, because you deserve to find peace. You deserve to find joy and happiness, and to just be and exist in a way that you love. And that is what I want to help people find. So wherever I see you next, I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'm grateful that you exist.